Dear Taurus, welcome to a moment crafted just for you. Today we embark on a heartfelt journey, one that resonates deeply with the unique essence of your spirit. I know you are often the steadfast pillar, the one who provides stability and builds foundations through quiet patience. It's time to pause and listen to the whispers of the universe as they bring forth a message meant to illuminate your path. Take a deep breath and allow yourself to settle into this space. You're not just here to hear a reading. You're here to embrace a narrative that reflects your journey, one filled with both unwavering persistence and profound, understated beauty. Let's explore the depths of your experience together, revealing the wisdom that awaits you. As I tuned into your energy, the first card that emerged was the Four of Pentacles. This card speaks volumes about how you hold on to what feels safe, stability, possessions, or even familiar routines. It symbolizes a fear of loss, a fear of change that might leave you feeling insecure. Perhaps it's a silence you maintain to avoid conflict, a control you exert for fear of chaos, or a refusal of a new opportunity because it lies outside your comfort zone. Your heart knows these details intimately, even if you don't always voice them. But right on the heels of this holding pattern, the Ten of Pentacles appeared. This is not a punishment, but a promise, a signal that the universe is in the process of reinforcing and building an even stronger foundation for you. A foundation where you find not just material security, but also deep spiritual fulfillment. You see, sometimes we feel stuck, not because of external circumstances, but because we focus so intently on protecting what we have that we forget to allow ourselves room to grow and embrace the new. I see you, dear Taurus, as the architect of stability, the one who lays the first bricks and patiently builds enduring structures in your life and for those around you. You are the solid rock others lean on when storms arise. You step into the role of the provider, the protector, often through tireless diligence and persistence, sometimes to the point of overlooking your own need for rest and enjoyment. When everything around seems shaky, you stand firm. But perhaps few notice the quiet effort and the weight you carry. Now is the time to recognize that true stability comes not just from control, but also from trusting the natural flow of life. You don't have to brace yourself against every change. Sometimes growth requires letting go of old structures. Have you ever found yourself working relentlessly, wondering why you push yourself so hard? If so, know that you are not alone. Many have walked this path and become beacons of reliability because they understand the value of perseverance and solid ground. So, I ask you, are you ready to loosen your grip just a little and step into a new chapter? A chapter where you no longer fear change, but embrace it as an opportunity for growth. A chapter where your security comes not just from the external, but from your inner resilience. Imagine a journey where you are cherished for your steadfastness, yet also allowed to be flexible and savor life's pleasures. Stay with me as we navigate through the layers of energy that may still cling to you, through deeply ingrained habits and toward the message that awaits at the end. If anything I share resonates within you, don't hesitate to express your feelings. I want to hear your story, as each narrative shared is a flicker of light for someone else seeking solid ground. And if you know someone who could benefit from this message, share it with them. You might just be the bridge that the universe has sent them. Dear Taurus, I recognize how deeply you value stability and reliability, and how exhausting that can sometimes be. You carry not just your own responsibilities, but also the expectation of strength from others. You remain loyal and steadfast even when things get tough. This is the essence of your heart, a heart that is dependable and enduring, yet sometimes feels the weight of its own solidity. Stability doesn't have to mean stagnation. True security allows you to have moments of weariness or doubt, yet still be loved and cherished for who you are. The Temperance card appears as a gentle nudge from the universe, urging you to seek balance. Balance between work and rest, between building and enjoying, between holding on and letting go. You were not meant to bear the weight of the world alone. You were born to experience the beauty of life and be appreciated for your grounded presence. What lies ahead for you is a new chapter, one that is more balanced, deeper, and truly meant for you. The energy of the Empress reveals a vision of abundance, not just materially, but emotionally and creatively. I see you becoming more connected to your senses, indulging in the simple pleasures of life, affirming your worth without needing validation based on how much you possess or how rigidly you stand your ground. However, this journey will require you to make significant choices. The Hierophant card may symbolize the structures, beliefs, or traditions you've adhered to. It urges you to evaluate whether these still truly align with your deepest desires. You may find yourself at a crossroads, facing the choice between a familiar path that might feel stagnant and a new, uncertain path that promises growth. The hardest part may not be the decision itself, but the fear of disrupting what you've painstakingly built. I understand this struggle. I've been there too, standing at the crossroads of my own soul. The lesson I learned is that sometimes the best thing you can do is question the old rules, not because you disrespect them, but because you choose to honor your own evolution first. The Six of Swords card appears as a symbol of transition and seeking peace. When you release the need to keep everything exactly as it is, everything will find its right place in its own time, with the right people and circumstances. Not every battle requires you to hold the line. Some walls need to come down so you can move toward a more promising shore. So, I pose this question to you. What are you holding on to so tightly that it may be time to release? If you feel a stir in your heart upon hearing this, trust that it's a sign. And if this journey resonates with you, please leave a few lines below. I want to read your thoughts and experiences, as every story shared is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. Sometimes, the cards don't need to speak loudly. They merely reflect what you already know, deep within your heart. When I see the Tower, it signifies a cleansing, a breakdown of structures that no longer serve you. This isn't the end. It's a necessary shift. The Tower falls not because you were wrong, but because you were trying to maintain a foundation that no longer fits your true self. Maybe it's a job you clung to for stability, but it drained your joy, or a relationship you maintained out of habit, lacking real growth. When your foundations shake, that's when the universe begins to rearrange everything. Have you ever sensed that something was on the verge of collapse, yet stayed anyway out of fear of the void? I know that feeling, the desire to preserve the familiar at all costs. But sometimes, things are meant to be released so you can live more authentically. The Five of Pentacles might appear, suggesting a past feeling of lack or being left out when clinging to things that no longer nourished you. Paradoxically, this very shaking or loss is what makes you more profound, more awake, and more radiant. Your worth does not diminish because a structure crumbled. You simply need to learn to see yourself with kinder eyes and rebuild on more authentic ground. Change is not meant to cause suffering. It is a pathway to rediscovering your wholeness and potential. The Ten of Wands might reappear, reminding you of the burdens you've carried. The planner, the provider, the one who stayed when others walked away. You've said, "I'm fine," while feeling internally exhausted by responsibility, and the world carried on. Justice appears not to punish, but to remind you that you deserve balance and fairness, a life where your hard work is acknowledged, and you also have the right to rest and enjoy the fruits of your labor. You once sought harmony and stability, trying to keep everything in its place. But some doors close not because you were wrong, but because you've outgrown them. Your worth isn't based on how much responsibility you shoulder. It lies in your courage to admit, "I need rest too. I need nurturing too." As the Ace of Pentacles emerges, I see a new opportunity awaiting you, a tangible new beginning, a seed for future prosperity and stability. Someone or something might come into your life, embodying the energy of Earth, perhaps a Virgo, Capricorn, or another Taurus, someone who doesn't wish to destabilize you, but rather to help you build a more solid, fulfilling new chapter. The Death card reminds us that endings are not to be feared. They mark the conclusion of what has become obsolete, making way for new beginnings. Yet I sense hesitation within you, reflected in the Two of Swords. You may feel indecisive, fearing the abandonment of the familiar or worrying about the instability of the future. But dear Taurus, if your heart has come this far, ask yourself, what am I still holding on to simply out of fear of starting anew or fear of uncertainty? You are stronger than you realize, not because you've never stumbled, but because you always possess the capacity to rise and rebuild, often even stronger than before. If this resonates with you, please share your journey. I want to know where you are on this path, as your words could become a beacon of hope for someone else seeking stability amidst their own changes. The journey isn't over yet. There's more to uncover. Sometimes, endings arrive quietly, without fanfare. One morning, you wake up and realize something has shifted irrevocably. The Death card signifies that something within you or around you has reached its conclusion. It could be a habit that no longer serves, a job that stifles you, or simply an outdated version of yourself dissolving to make way for the new. But what follows this ending is the promise of the Ten of Pentacles, not just a house built of bricks, but a foundation built on courage, self-respect, and true worth. A place where you can expand your heart and be accepted as you truly are. Some things in life are rebuilt not because you were wrong, but because you've outgrown what once held you. The Queen of Pentacles emerges, signaling a pivotal moment of decision, grounded in practicality and self-care. This isn't just any choice, it's a turning point. You must pause and ask yourself, do I want to continue investing my energy in what no longer nourishes my soul? The Knight of Pentacles and King of Pentacles remind you of your loyalty and dependability, but also caution against being so devoted that you neglect your own needs and growth. Being loyal to something that no longer feeds you only leads to your own withering. It's time to step onto the Six of Swords, to leave behind the familiar waters that are full of undercurrents, where you tread water but never reach the shore. The journey ahead may feel strange, but it's a path toward peace, a space where you don't have to sacrifice yourself to stay. What moves me most is that you're not traveling alone. You carry with you your past self, the one who patiently built while storms may have raged inside. The universe has always protected steadfast hearts like yours. Sometimes It's your quiet persistence and groundedness that touch the sacred. As you stand at this crossroads, work, family, love, all demanding practical choices, take a moment to breathe. Place your hand on your heart and ask, when was the last time I chose what truly brings me joy and fosters my growth? You embody the potential of the Empress, holding the deep currents of nurturing, creativity, and sensory pleasure. You sense the need for stability in everyone around you. But how often do you truly connect with your own need for enjoyment and expansion? The Two of Wands appears, indicating you are looking ahead, yet the moon obscures your vision with fear and hesitation. What if I'm wrong? What if I lose my security? I used to believe that courage meant being fearless, but I've come to understand that true courage is moving forward even when your heart is heavy with fear. It's believing in what you cannot yet see clearly. If these words resonate with you, please don't let them pass by. Share your feelings, write them down for yourself, for me, or for someone who needs to hear your story. And if you're ready, I'll continue walking with you, for the most sacred moments are still ahead. Dear Taurus, I know you've been asking yourself repeatedly, will everything be stable again? You don't have to answer that right away. Some questions only time and the universe can resolve. The Two of Wands signifies a moment where your soul stands at the threshold. The past is closing, and the future remains uncertain, but you know you can't return to what once was. The moment the tower within you shook was also when you began to step out of your comfort zone. Perhaps you stayed in a relationship that made you feel confined, or held a job that didn't allow your true talents to flourish. But now, something within you is awakening. A dream, a wish, a reminder from the universe that you deserve more than just stable. You deserve fulfilling. Have you ever wanted to create something beautiful? To build a space that reflects your innate sense of aesthetics and inner peace? If so, trust that these desires are not mere whims. They are the voice of your soul, urging you to embrace your true nature, a lover of beauty, comfort, art, and solid growth. When the King of Swords appears, it signals that a clear, decisive choice based on truth and logic lies ahead. This choice may involve an old structure, an ingrained belief, or even someone with air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, or another earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo. But this moment is not about them. It's about choosing truth and the path best for your long-term growth. The Judgment card sounds like a trumpet from the universe, awakening you to the truth that you are not meant to repeat old, limiting patterns. You are here to transform, to be reborn from what no longer serves you, and to love yourself with courage. A new breath awaits you in the Fool card, heralding a fresh journey with an open heart and trust in the future, even without knowing all the details. You may be accustomed to handling everything yourself, building your own security, but remember, you don't need to control every outcome for things to turn out well. The Four of Pentacles reminds you again that control often stems from fear of loss. Yet loss is not always the end. It can be a miracle cloaked in change. When I see the Seven of Pentacles and Ten of Wands reversed together, I sense your potential weariness from waiting or carrying burdens for too long without seeing the desired return. But the reversed Ten of Wands signifies that you no longer have to bear that weight alone. Your upcoming journey will be lighter because you'll start making choices based on true value and your own well-being, not just out of obligation or habit. If someone new or a new opportunity enters your life, they will not create anxiety. They will invest in you with tangible action, patience, and genuine presence. True stability does not induce anxiety. it brings peace. So, don't worry about how things will unfold. Instead, ask yourself, does this nourish my heart and support my growth? If it does, follow that path. If not, gently let it go. You are here to live fully, to become a living testament to the miracles that a steadfast and open heart can create. As we approach the conclusion of this journey, dear Taurus, I want you to reflect on the Temperance card. It serves as a gentle reminder to be patient with yourself. This card symbolizes the sacred balance between heart and mind, between building and receiving, between waiting and trusting. When you cultivate patience with your heart, true abundance and love will find their way to you. The King of Pentacles, the Lovers, and Knight of Wands appear as a melodic promise from the universe, a reminder that someone or something, a stable yet passionate connection or opportunity, is coming into your life who will recognize your worth without needing you to prove it. This connection won't be fleeting. It could be a destined bond, offering both security and excitement, a peace that helps you feel more whole. You have every right to take your time, to guard your space, and to ensure that those who enter your life are worthy of your loyalty and love. If you feel healed and at peace, allow yourself to open that door, even just a crack. Sometimes, miracles don't need to be loud. They simply require a heart ready to believe again. The Tower card appears once more, not to frighten you, but to confirm that if everything is falling apart, it's because you are being rebuilt. Some things must crumble for your soul to be renewed on a stronger foundation. The Five of Swords and the Hanged Man speak to loss and reflection. Perhaps you've lost something or an opportunity you thought would last forever. But remember, nothing is truly lost. Everything is merely changing form, allowing you to receive something better, more aligned. What falls apart is not a punishment, it is enlightenment. The Strength card concludes this journey, reminding you that true strength lies not in avoiding change or difficulty, but in choosing to face it with inner resilience and quiet compassion. You may not rush into connections or ventures as you once did. You'll choose moderation and discernment as a way to protect the pure, grounded essence that remains within you. And Taurus, that is not weakness, it is maturity. As we wrap up this exploration, I want to leave you with this thought. You don't need to know exactly how everything will turn out. You only need to believe that you are worthy of stability, joy, and growth, and the universe will take care of the rest. If this message resonated with you, if it stirred something within, please share your thoughts in the comments. Your story may illuminate the path for someone else navigating their own journey. If you wish to continue this exploration together, hit subscribe. Healing and building are cyclical processes, and I believe you are on the brink of a beautiful, more authentic new beginning. May your heart remain grounded enough to love and your soul strong enough to believe. Remember, I am always here, walking alongside you on this journey of healing and growth. We will meet again, dear Taurus, as the universe continues to unfold its blessings for you.